All right, man. Well, okay, so with the new consoles coming out just right around the corner, do you ever consider expanding to the new consoles? And if you do, are you gonna take on any different types of shooters? Are you gonna try to do? I think they talked about a new Minecraft. What are your plans for that?
Well, I went to Eurogamer this weekend, and I didn't really get much of a look at the consoles as I would have liked because the queues to both the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 were massive, and I would have been queuing for hours. So I just went around and I played some of the games on the consoles, but I didn't have a specific look at the consoles. And and from what I've read online, I remember when the Xbox One was initially announced alongside the PS4, and there was a lot of problems entailing it because they said we couldn't trade games or it would cost money, and the whole thing with the Kinect. At first, people were not sure if you could turn it off and it could sense your like monitor your breathing and stuff, and it was really a security kind of thing, like a bit of an issue. But they've really fixed all that now, and I'm kind of torn between both the PS4 and the Xbox One. Firstly, if there is a future Gears of War game released, I'm not too sure what's going to happen if there will be a fourth or whatever. But if there is, it's always been a Microsoft Xbox exclusive game. That if I got the PS4 and a new Gears of War game was launched, then I would have to go out and buy a new Xbox One to play it because I would not want to miss that game. So getting the Xbox One would be like an initial investment for the future for if a new Gears of War game was released. And also a couple games I want to play on these consoles, Kingdom Hearts 3, Final Fantasy 14, or is it Final Fantasy 15? I can't remember exactly. I'm pretty sure they're multi-platform, so they're going to be both on the Xbox and the PlayStation 4. So I'm thinking I might just get an Xbox One, and I don't know if in the short term if I'm going to record any gaming videos, but I know that for when, like I said, Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy are released, or a new Gears of War are released, then I'll record videos on that. But right now, I'm more of a PC gamer. But we'll see how it goes and see what games are released on the consoles.
Can't go wrong with PC, man. Some of the best games out there. Minecraft PC smokes Xbox. Sorry,
Oh
Eskimo, but it
yeah,
does.
it's all the mods. It's all the mods. That's what makes it brilliant.
All right, man. So, what is your personal opinion in regards to the future of Gears in its community? You talked a little bit about it recently, but right now we're kind of at a standstill with the community. A lot of people losing motivation, moving on to multi-gaming. Do you think it's something that could be revived? Obviously, Judgment was a failure, and they'd have to come out strong. So, what's your personal view on this?
Okay, I think a lot of people are talking about this right now in the community as well because I saw a video by I think it was I know D Sinner or Sinner did a video about the community a little while back, and then Fraser Boy did another video about it, and I think one of Fraser Boy's arguments was about how the big channels have gone. But what I think now is that I know Judgment was a flop, and I knew this when I got the game. I played it at PAX, and I was really excited. We only played the one map, and we only got to play a couple games, but I had a lot of fun. And there's always a lot of hype and buzz with a new game, especially a new Gears game, and it's always going to be fun for the first part of time of playing it. But then after playing it, after release for a few days, and all the problems with the shotgun and the obviously the Scorch was ridiculously overpowered, and that drove me crazy. And the whole game just didn't feel like a Gears game. It was too much different to the original three games that it just didn't feel like a Gears game. So I feel like they screwed up with that. But I think that because a lot of people have gone over to Gears 3 now, and there's still around about 10,000 people playing Team Deathmatch at peak time, which is around about how many we had after the buzz of the Gears 3 launch. So there's still the community is still there. In terms of the YouTube community, I haven't kept track too much of it. I know there's obviously all the clans are still there, and in terms of the bigger channels, like I know Drew and Alec don't post Gears videos much anymore. Landon's really the only one out of the four of us that has been posting a lot of Gears videos, and he's still repping Gears quite a bit, but he's still doing the whole multi-gaming thing too. I don't think Gears is ever going to die. I think Gears will always be kind of a smaller group of like a smaller community, and Gears has always felt like a bit of a family to me because you pretty much know most people in the community. Like all the YouTubers more or less know each other in some way and they spoke to each other. And I quite like that as opposed to a large community, because with a big community like COD, you don't get to know all the big YouTubers, and they're all so distant from each other unless they're in a clan together. So that's one thing I liked about the Gears community. Despite it being small, it's like a family of people, and I always feel welcomed back there. If a new Gears game is released on the Xbox One, let's say Gears of War 4 comes out, and they do a really good job, and they don't screw it all up. And I know people were saying, thank God Cliff Blazensky's gone, but then they released Judgment and it was a massive flop. I think people want him back now because despite people complaining about certain parts of Gears 2 and Gears 3 and whatnot, they were much better games in my opinion than Judgment. And I would love to see him back and just to make one more Gears game, a really good one, a smooth Gears game like Gears 3 or Gears 1, which in my opinion are the two smoothest Gears games out of the four. To release a new one and then just leave us with that, and then we can be playing Gears for many years to come if that's the case.
Oh yeah, well think about it. There's still, believe it or not, there's still a community playing GOW 1 and GOW 2, and those games are how old now? So
very, very old.
So I completely agree, man. The GOW community is a family. Whether YouTube or even underground, people that do GB, all that, we know each other. Unlike COD, like you stated. So, very good point, man. All right. Now
I don't think many people thought like that when it came to the community. I think they were complaining because the community is too small, but I think I like quite a small community, and it's a game that I will consider Gears of War my favorite franchise of games ever, and I'll never stop playing it.
Oh no, till I die. Woo. No, I'm kidding.
Gears till I die.
and I think a lot of people can attest to that. And you probably got one of the most positive outlooks on this. Being active in the community currently, I see a lot of, Gears is dead, Gears is dying, nobody likes Gears, blah, 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 blah. But you bring a completely different viewpoint, and I think it's very valid. Gears is a small community to begin with, so...
Yeah. You need to be positive. If you're going to be negative and complain about the community dying and that, I'm not going to play this game anymore because nobody plays it anymore and all the big people are gone and all this stuff. The thing is, when the bigger channels go, then it makes way for the smaller guys to become the big channels and to pull the community on their shoulders. And if you're going to keep constantly complaining about the community being dead and being negative about it, that's not going to help anyone. It's just going to bring the community down.
Okay, so there are many people in the community worried about the future of their channel since it's primarily Gears. And I know we talked a little bit about the Gears channel being small, but there is a lot of concern, like I said, people stating, it's dead, and they're wanting to move on to multi-gaming, but they're kind of worried their channels won't succeed. But your channel is personally a success story in itself because you made that transition. You left the Gears community, not completely. I know you still post every once in a while, but you expanded scary games, and here you are, man. You're pretty dang close to 400,000 subs now, I think.
I'm getting there, and yeah, I wouldn't call myself a Gears channel anymore. I know back for the first few years of my channel, I only posted Gears videos. I would post maybe 3 videos a week, all Gears of War. It was not until I think 2 years after posting my first video when I started doing other stuff, and then about a year after that until I did 95% of other games. But there is always you can always expand out the Gears community or even become a big channel still posting Gears of War videos, because I could still post Gears of War videos every week and they'd still do quite well in terms of, I think, the amount of people watching them and commenting and stuff on them, if I like to think like that. I think in terms of people worried about their channels and going to multi-gaming, if they're doing it with the idea of they want to become a big channel with 1 million plus subs, then it's pretty much necessary to do multi-gaming videos, because the Gears community is maybe 50,000 people or something total, so you can't get millions of subs just doing Gears of War videos. But one thing I will say is Gears of War is my root, and I started on Gears of War, and the fact that I might post a Gears of War video once a month or something when I do a food challenge is kind of bad. But the one thing is, I've done everything there is to do on Gears. I've done all the commentaries on every single game type, and I've been on all the maps, and I've done all the dual commentaries and the rage charges, and there's just nothing new there. And when Judgment came out, I was excited because I thought there was going to be a lot of new stuff to do, and I was really pumped for the game. But because it was such a flop and I did not enjoy it one bit, I couldn't post the videos on there, and that really just closed it off to me, because there goes the new release, and I've just got the previous 3 titles to go back on, which I've done everything on before. So right now I'm just looking for a new Gears game to come out that isn't a flop and that I can start posting videos on, because even if I have, let's say, more than 1 million subscribers in a year or two's time and Gears of War 4 is released, I will damn for sure be posting a ton of Gears of War videos every week. It's just, it really depends on how good the game is and how much I enjoy it though.
GOW Judgment was maybe a lesson learned for Epic, and I really feel that they'll probably spend more time. It just kind of seems like GOW Judgment was just kind of crapped out, like they were on a massive Epic toilet and everybody just took turns. And here's GOW Judgment.
I just think they were trying to experiment doing new things and it didn't work out for them. That's all I think.
Well, people are in the Gears community, or the people in the Gears community, excuse me, are in there because of the dynamics of the game. If people wanted that variety, they could go play COD, they could go play Halo, and I think when Epic tried to incorporate that into the Gears community, again, people are not that play Gears. They're not all COD fans. They're not all Halo fans. They want Gears of War.
Yeah.
They want the dynamics of the game, and it changed. And
I don't know about you, but I'm a shotgun kind of guy. If I go in a Gears match, I'll run around the map with my shotgun and try and body everyone. Gears Judgment, the shotgun was terrible. It was more of a rifle game, and that ruined the experience for me because I couldn't just run around and shotgun everyone, because I'd try and shoot them point blank and at a sponge and I'll get like, I don't know, I'll get chainsawed or something or lanced down. So that, it was just a bit of a disappointment for me.
oh, I completely agree. And with the reticle in the middle, just a lot of things that changed. And I understand that at some point, game franchises they got to expand, take that leap of faith, and see what works and not. But I think this was a lesson learned for Epic, and hopefully they improve at a future GOW. We just keep our fingers crossed.
I hope so. I just want them to announce another Gears of War, and I want them to do it right. I'm praying.
So let's take a little sneak peek inside the Yamimash love life. So have you guys I know it's only 4 months in the making, but have you guys talked any future plans? Not necessarily marriage, but maybe, I don't know, just future YouTube together or future of just whatever.
Right now she's going to college, and she lives quite far away from me. It takes a few hours on a train for her to get here. So right now it's her education is most important. In terms of YouTube together, she does YouTube too, and she does gaming videos like me, like Morty gaming. In terms of doing videos together, I don't get videos with her much because I wanted to appreciate the subs she has. Because if I did videos with her, she would get a lot of subs given to her, and I don't think she'd appreciate the numbers and all the subs. So I wanted to work for it for a while. And then when she's made a lot of videos and she's worked and she appreciates the number of subs she has, then I'll probably do a few more videos of her.
Yeah, it'd be good. We call it you could do it like a couples montage. I don't know.
Oh.
I guess a
Couples montage.
couples food challenge.
I tried to get her to play Gears 3 and she's terrible, by the way. So I've actually been playing quite a bit of Gears of War on her gamer tag, and people did not know it was me. And it feels great when I get like really sick sniper clips or good gameplays on her account. I get people messaging me like, oh man, I got destroyed by a girl, and I'm like, yeah, I'm a girl. I'm not really Yamimash in disguise.
Surprise.
That's pretty much it. Sometimes I just go into game chat and like, yeah, GG. And they're like, wait, is that Yami? Yeah.
How does my beard look? Oh, wait, that's right. You shaved that.
I shaved the beard. I did it.
Took it off, yeah.
I got sick of it. I wanted to feel my skin again, and I thought it would be a good video idea, like the whole black and white sad music kind of thing with the flashbacks. I thought it would be a short little funny video, and a lot of people took it a bit too seriously. I think they actually thought I was really, really sad about it. It was just acting. I was actually really happy for it to go. I did not want that beard anymore.
Dude, I will say that was very well put together. I was cracking up when you did that because, yeah, I seen the intent behind it, how it was supposed to be like a funny, sad thing, like, no, all dramatic. And I don't see how people could see that was a serious measure. And I know everybody's different, but that was perfect, man.
Oh, thank you. I will say, I would say about 40% of my audience are quite young, so they might not have understood it exactly because they might be about 12, 13 years old. But yeah, I think it came out great, and I think the majority of people understood it and liked the humor. So I'm just glad with the way the video came out.
Yeah, man. Okay, so we finally reached the final stages of this interview. And okay. I guess in closing, man, is there anything you would like to tell our listeners or viewers, or some future plans on your personal channel, or just whatever you want to say, man.
Okay, future plans for my channel. Right now it's just a steady thing. I've started doing a lot more collabs with people. And if I had to give one piece of advice to a regular channel that wants to grow, is do way more collabs, because you can only get so far by yourself. And I've been quite successful because I mostly do videos by myself. But I will say, every time I did a video with somebody else, it's just a huge difference between doing a video by yourself, because you get so much more traffic on your channel. So if you want to grow, if you're a Gears channel, for example, you want to grow, do a collab with another Gears channel and post those dual commentaries. I only got big in the Gears community by doing videos with Like Butter and Iceman and Advocate back in the day, back in 2010 and 11 and 12. And if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have grown through the Gears community, and then I wouldn't have come out of the Gears community and gotten into all the multi-gaming and become successful there. So one big piece of advice is to collab. It helps a lot. Another thing is regarding the future. Right now, I'm gonna try to think of some ideas to post on Gears of War. It's hard when I've done everything there is to do that I can think of. I'm going to keep up with the food challenges, and those will come out probably on a monthly basis. I know it's not really often and consistent, but I'll do my best there. Regarding anything else, I don't know yet. I'll try and think of something. But if you like multi-gaming and you're not subscribed to me, then yeah, check out my channel. And I will be coming back to the Gears community when a new game's released, and I will be continuing doing the food challenges. And I did think about making another channel for just doing Gears of War videos on, but I think time is an issue with me right now, so you know, we'll see what happens.
Well, thank you very much, Yamimash. Guys, check out his channel. And
thank you, man. Thank you.
It's truly been an honor, man. With that said, Officials is out.